Hey, happy Father's Day. This is photo show number 318, June 21st, 2020. I'll post the link in the chat, and it's on the Facebook thing as well. So it's going to be, got to be done by like 10 to 7, because I've got, speaking of Father's Day, I've got a call with Dad, my father, between my brother and father. We're going to do a call with my dad a little after 7 o'clock. So got to be done before that. But there are a lot of images in the group, which is great. And I think Simi has inspired some people. So that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. ICM for the win. I did a little bit last week, and it looks like a couple other people got the bug, which is very good. So if you guys got the link, you can join in here. I'm gonna have to set Alexa. Set a timer for 46 minutes.
46 minutes, starting now.
There we go. Alexa, set a timer for 46 minutes.
Hi, Mark.
How are you?
No, not too bad. It's my camera messing around again.
Okay. Well, at least you got your voice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, we've done this last talk. Forgot what I've done. My camera don't automatically show up. It's something you can do.
You need to download the EOS beta software, and you can use your camera as a streaming camera now. There you are.
There we go. You have to go into your turn it to HD.
Good. Is your dad going to join us here, you think?
I might be, so that's why I jumped on. I've not seen him today. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
he usually pops in here, so he's especially he's posted some pictures on Flickr, so we should be good there.
Yeah, he's been loading up Facebook in the last couple of days.
Yeah. I check my Facebook stream every once in a while, and most of the time there's pictures from him on there, so it's a good thing.
Yeah, he's been.
You've been getting through this whole lockdown thing here the last month.
I'm starting to. I'm right for the first couple of months. I'm getting really bored now.
Yeah. Okay. Are they? Have they let people back out onto the streets now?
Yeah, that's lightened up.
Okay. All right.
There's still some restrictions.
Okay.
Some shops and stuff are starting to go back.
Okay. All right. Good. Yeah. It sounds like maybe you guys might be on the same timeline as New York City. They're just starting to open up some things right now. Hey, James. Hey, Wes.
How you doing?
Good. Happy Father's Day for those of you that are fathers, and
Yep. Happy Father's Day.
and for those of us that aren't, well, another holiday that we can't celebrate. Cool. Well, good. So yeah, I do have to, speaking of Father's Day, I do have to make sure we're done a little bit before 7, because I've got to do a little Zoom with my dad, who has been, speaking of quarantine, they live in a retirement community, so they've been kind of on lockdown the last couple months. So I've been trying to do Zooms with them for a couple times a week. So we got to do one at 7 o'clock. So, well, good. I got some images here. Everybody's been inspired, it looks like. You got the intentional camera movement going on here, Wes. It looks like you've done some stuff.
Decided to give it a shot while the pizza was baking last week after the show.
Yeah, some good stuff. And James has been photographing hot chicks, it looks like.
That was actually their old photographs. And I think
Okay.
I thought those were neat.
Okay,
So-
yeah.
Dennis and I had fun doing the getting the G-Mic or something. You like he's hot on GIMP.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, this G-Mic is a plug-in, and we had a hard time trying to plug it in so I could do the frames around the pictures.
Oh, okay.
We
All right.
finally got it. But then the pictures look like they might be small, and it's like, I don't know where the originals are. I had them in my Zenfolio, and I just downloaded them.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully they're not too small.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good. Yeah, a lot of images, which is good. So, anybody want what was it? I was going to talk about camera news a little bit. I guess they released the prices for the R5 and R6. They say about I see 3,500 for the R5 or something like that.
I didn't even check to see what it was. I saw that it was leaked, but I didn't
Yeah, I think it
see
was
the actual number.
I think it was 3,500 or 3,600. The R6 is the cheaper of the two, I think, right?
Yeah. I would
Yeah,
guess.
I think it was 3,600 supposedly is what the leak is, the leak price. So that would
Sounds
be,
about right. What I was
Yeah.
expecting.
yeah. And then I think the R5 was somewhere around 5,000, something like that.
Mhm.
36 and 48, 4,900, something like that. So, and they're looking at suppose now I guess they delayed it to July. Well, no, they're going to release, but they're hoping to be selling by August, something like that, end of August. So maybe sometime around Labor Day.
Mhm.
Weekend. So there you go, Wes. Once that happens, then you'll get your price drop maybe.
I hope so.
That'll be good. Yeah. So that's about the only thing I caught wind of it all this week was that, and they're coming out with, is it Sigma's coming out with more lenses for the mirrorless platform now? They're coming out with more specific lenses. They announced.
Yeah, they've been dropping them pretty frequent now, so they're coming out
Okay.
with some more.
That'll
I keep
help.
emails from Olympus saying like you get $100 off, you can buy these. Seems like every week I get about 3 or 4 of them. So I ask me to buy something.
Yeah.
Because they're struggling right now.
Yeah, they are. It's not probably
Think they'll go under or get bought?
I think it'll be a while before they go under, but they're definitely having trouble.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if they do get bought. I mean, they're not going to go away anytime soon, but they could become part of somebody else maybe within the next year or so. Which I guess technically would kind of mean they're going away, but they're still. You're not gonna lose Olympus products. They'll still be out there in the marketplace, I'm sure.
Tim, where's the old man?
And so I've just messaged. He's on Facebook by the looks. I've just dropped him a message.
Oh, okay.
So whether he's trying to get on, he ain't in the waiting room, is he not?
Here he is. He just lost track of his Sundays again.
There he is.
Yes.
You haven't spoken here for a while.
Didn't expect to see you on, Tim.
No, well, I popped on. So I thought, I got late to phone you, and I thought I'll see if you joined the forum.
Yeah.
I've joined.
Oh, good. Yeah, we were just talking. We got a lot of images here to go over, which is good, and got some inspiration on the intentional camera movement front. Looks like Wes has done some, and looks like you did a few things too, Dennis. So that's good. But yeah, we were talking about the Canon full frame mirrorless, which I'm sure you're going to get, right, Dennis? You're going to sell your Sony and go Canon.
I just think that Canon and the Nikon are just beginners.
Yeah.
They're 3 generations behind the Sony, so I expect the next Sony is going to be magnificent, probably.
Yeah. Has there been any news on that? Anything about them releasing the next version?
No, but
No.
I've got Mark II, but Mark III is supposed to be so much better with battery life and
Yeah.
backlit sensors and all this. But whether it's worth changing.
And that's been out for what, a year and a half, something like that.
Yeah, I read it's got all new bells and whistles and it's super duper. But at the end of the day, there's not a lot of difference between the images.
Mhm.
What Mark II can produce, and that's what you want a camera for. The image.
Yeah. No, it's pretty much the same sensor for the most part, but yeah, they add new features and speed up some, probably auto-focusing and that type of stuff is probably better for what it's worth.
There's going to come a point where they can't improve it anymore.
Yeah, I think yeah.
They're fine, Sonny, just to bring out another version.
Yeah, well, of course, yeah. It's like you're Olympus. They're just bombarding you with, why don't you buy this?
Yeah.
It's funny. I don't want to buy too much stuff, though, in case it does go under.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they're going to be around, but yeah, it's interesting. I mean, this is not the, they were struggling a little bit as far as sales. I mean, they were losing sales, and then with all this stuff going on, it's probably impacting it a little bit more. So,
Who's got the market then?
I think it's still mostly Canon.
yeah. Well, I wonder where Sony is. Do you think it's still Canon, Nikon, and then Sony? Probably.
Probably still is with the professionals.
I think Sony's past Nikon.
Okay. Do you think Canon is still the leader as far as?
Yeah, just because they sell so many, consumer level cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Still, they still have
Yeah.
a lot of that
Yeah.
market.
They still do. Yeah, they're the biggest probably seller of consumer level cameras out of the ones. But and then as far as the pro usage, I don't know. It's probably still Canon for professionals. I would especially. Well, I was going to say especially sports, but maybe not so much anymore. But
I was going to say sports. So when you look on the side of football pitches, it all tends to be Canons and Nikons.
yeah, it's all white lenses and stuff. But not a whole lot of that going on right now yet. So sport photographers have been hurt in the last few months. Sports has been. Are they starting up?
In England, they've just started.
Yeah,
football.
yeah, they're playing. They're playing. Yeah.
Okay, in empty stadiums, right?
With fans or without fans?
It's close stadium. I mean, I've not watched one.
Yeah, I watched one. It's really weird. There's no one in the stands, and there's artificial laughter. The crowds, you can hear the crowds as they go for a goal. The cheering gets better. You know, it's just like,
I saw
That's
that.
horrible.
yeah, he's so fake. Yeah,
Yeah, don't put the artificial stuff in there. Just play.
Yeah, I've been watching some track meets, races where they were kind of racing. There was a group that was in, I think it was Stockholm, Sweden, and they had another group in Kenya, and they were kind of doing, I think it was a 3,000 meter race or whatever. And in the stadium in Stockholm, they had about, I don't know, looks like 1,500 or 2,000 cardboard cutouts of people, stuck in the stands in the first row or two. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
there was a complaint. Well, there about the mannequins they used in the stands were sex dolls.
Oh, you gotta, if you own like a sex robot rental company, I mean, prime time is probably not when the games are, so you can rent them out for that for fake crowds. I mean,
Yeah, great stuff.
you gotta get them out and earning money.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently they rented a load of sex dolls from a company to put in the seats.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you couldn't make it up, could you?
No, you couldn't. A few months ago, it would have all been just a weird, funny joke or something, and now it's real. Well, speaking of real, because we're on a little bit of a timeline here, but I wanted to jump into the images because there's a fair amount here, which is
Where's
good.
Joe tonight?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here tonight, which
Where's
is.
Joe tonight?
I don't know. He's probably on a date, I think,
A day. Right.
but I don't know. Don't hold me to that. But he's
Did he take his camera?
yeah. He's we dropped down a notch on the priority list, I think. All right. Oh. Let's go ahead and share the screen here and do this because there's some good stuff. I thought I was going to get out and do some more intentional camera movement, and I was really busy this week, which was good, but didn't help out for the getting out with the camera again. But so I think this was on last week. Dennis, have you? I haven't seen anything about the man, with the apparition in the man's ivy, but so I guess you haven't sold tickets to that yet, Dennis, huh?
Yeah, I had a look the next morning. I couldn't even find it. Yeah, it just must have been, a real apparition, like.
Yeah, okay, maybe just there temporarily. Yep.
Yeah, I went back to the spot where the camera was standing, and I looked at the leaves, and I thought, "There's no way I can see any kind of face in amongst
Mhm,
it."
okay. Yeah, well, at least you captured it. There's
Yes.
we have proof now.
Image.
So now we have proof, 100%. There is life on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't know if I want to come back living in an ivy patch, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So here's Simi back with, and I think I saw this. He posted this on Instagram, I think, earlier this week. But so this is Desert Meets the Sea. So I'm assuming maybe this is along the beach. I don't know. Harbor View, Clinton, Connecticut. That doesn't really have a map. But
He says, yeah, that's the actual water. So I guess he is actually on the beach.
oh, okay. Yep, actual water. Yep. Okay. And it was 0.8 of a second. Okay. Just a little bit under a second. Yeah, it looks like
You must really be swinging it around to get so much movement in that short of a shutter speed.
Mm-hmm.
I had to use slower shutter speed.
Must be moving, fairly quickly when he presses the shutter.
Yeah.
But he got some really nice. I don't know what, because he got some nice cross, almost right angle type of lines going this way, and the lines going left to right and top to bottom. That's very cool. It looks like it could be anything. I mean, at first glance, without the tide, it could be like lots of sand dune or something like
That's
that.
what I thought. I thought desert or something. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like just a dune in the desert or something. But apparently next to the water. Well, I guess you could see that one.
The only thing with this is that everyone had said to him, "Could you do us another one of those? There's no chance in hell you're ever going to catch it."
Yeah, they're all unique.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Joe.
It's Joe.
Hey, how you guys doing, man?
Good.
Hey,
We're just one. James asked where Joe was, and I says, I don't know. I think we might have dropped down the priority list tonight. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark said you was out on a date.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, yeah, I just,
I said, did you take your camera?
what was that?
Someone said that you were out on a date, and I said maybe he took his camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what dates you go on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I had a photo shoot. I do spend my time with someone now, but I had a photo shoot yesterday, so I was banging through some photos.
Okay, editing the stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Trying to get reaffiliated with Lightroom again.
Figure out how to use it now.
Yeah, I had to knock the rust off. Knock the rust off, that's for sure.
Yeah. So we're just jumping in here. Somebody's doing some more of this intentional camera movement.
Yeah, that guy and his camera movements.
That's great. Yeah. And we got the supple. Supple indeed. Lots of nice curves going on.
Yeah, I noticed Simi's framing these now because the frame does make a lot of difference.
Mm-hmm.
Pictures.
It does. So this is interesting. 1/8 of a second. Reminds me of a juicy peach. That must maybe twisting his wrist or something. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
you just wonder what it was. There's no way to know.
Maybe a blend also.
Yeah.
Talking about doing that before too.
Putting a couple together.
It's like what it says last week. That this is the kind of picture you get when you accidentally trigger the shutter when you're walking back to the car.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, that's neat though. Yeah, it's just like you said, they're all unique. There's no way you're going to be able to reproduce it. There's no way you're going to get the same image again because you're never going to move it the same way. Very weird. Ooh, this one. So this was 0.8 of a second again, so a little bit longer than.
This looks like something under a microscope.
Yeah. This looks like like some driftwood or something, maybe
Yeah, it's
along a beach. You know,
Yeah.
some of the grass and the edge of the sand. That's cool, though. I mean, that turns it into like somebody turned it into a painting, really. And I don't know if he did any textures or anything. He indicated that he doesn't. I mean, this is just kind of what comes out. You just got to find the right subject matter, you know, with the textures there to begin with, and then when you get the blurring or whatever you do with the movement, then that's neat. Yeah, because you get the little bit of green here on the edge, and then that it looks like a piece of driftwood or something there. That's neat.
Are you sure, or is it a close up of his cat?
Yeah.
I think, and I think it's a little bit of a nod to you guys that like to frame things. I think Simi's framing these.
He's doing a lot of framing here. Yeah.
He doesn't normally frame these, and I think it's Dennis. It might be a little bit of a challenge because he's adding a little more to his framing. If you notice,
Yeah.
there's a little bit of a fanning out on the outside of the frame, and what do you call that? The contour. What do you call that?
Is that a bevel?
Bevel.
Yeah.
A little bit of a bevel on the. He's,
And
I
the
don't
shading.
know. James Dennis. I think it's a semi-trained issue a little.
Yeah,
bit.
well, my cousin has now got the G-Mic package.
Yeah.
You've seen this today.
It's a shot across the bow, gentlemen.
Yeah, I think that's.
I tell you, it took some putting in, but we had such trouble getting G-Mic to work.
Yeah.
So flipping ages.
Yeah, but we done it in the end. But I had to find a complete new way of installing it. It's just, totally different to what I did on mine.
Huh.
Yeah, that's a definite couple of 2-3 images right there, and I think shots are fired right now.
Yeah.
Cool.
I like
Okay.
that one.
Oh, this is nice. I like what he did with the background here too.
But I like the green as well. To go there.
Yep, the green on everything else is kind of grayish, brown, that type of thing, and then you got this fluorescent green of the algae, the moss.
Yeah, he's got to have gone along there and brightened that a lot up.
Probably a little bit, yeah. But it's a nice crop too.
Gives a good effect.
Yeah, the crop follows the subject too.
Yeah, real well.
You think about where that piece of wood is. You've got the pebbles underneath, and then on top you got the sand and that, and it looks like a reflection of the top to the bottom, even though it's not.
Yep. Yeah, that's very nice.
Yeah, lots of different textures working there, man. Just
You see the shells and the sand underneath the water. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so we saw this was another scene from that one we saw last week, I think. That same general area, little jetty, and this was 240 seconds. So
That's better. It's back to normal now.
only 4 minutes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, his camera probably didn't know what it did doing 1/8 of a second.
Yeah, no.
So fast.
No, yeah. Well, I think he just wanted to prove that possibly his sensor wasn't completely burned out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with him, it's not actual shutter actuations; it's hours of shutter time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very nice. Oh, there we go. This time goes. Okay, Joe.
Yeah.
Which arbiter, which one's better?
Yeah, come on. I mean, the color one is nice, but come on, look at the black and white, man.
Yeah.
I'll go with the color.
Well, there's flaws and against in both, aren't there? Well,
The black and white just goes timeless, man. It just goes into work of art type.
Yeah.
It just is that's when you start calling it a nice piece, right? Like you're like, oh yeah, that's a nice piece right there. You know, that's a nice that's art for your wall right there, man.
yeah, it probably looks better in black and white because not many people are doing black and white anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of it too. We just don't see as much black and white stuff
Hmm.
as we used to. Back when that's all there was, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the only choice you had. It was
Yeah.
either black or white, or both. You know?
Yeah,
So-
yeah. I remember TV growing up was a black and white TV.
The
Really
color
good
is
color.
spectacular as well. Don't get me wrong. It's just, yeah.
Oh, this is a neat shot. I'm
Yeah, I
sitting,
like this. It's good.
sitting right in between the links on the fence. Neat. Wow.
And the way the bird's head is tilted,
Mhm.
and it captured some detail in the eye. Like not only can you can see some of the scene.
Yep. Right
In
at
the
the top
eye.
of the eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not very good. And that was 600. Yeah. I would think. And
And
probably
tons of
top on
texture.
top of that.
I mean, you know, lots of texture in the actual chain link too. I mean, this is good.
Mhm.
And like Dennis said about the other one, he framed this one nice too.
Mhm. Yep. A good crop.
Hmm.
But yeah, these birds are tiny. I mean, they're like golf balls with legs, pretty much. I mean, they're not very big.
But I think there's plenty of detail on that bird, like seeing the feathers. You know, his feathers.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
it's so good.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot there. You can see the individual feathers. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
nice
he had to
sharpening.
he had to crop in pretty good on this one. He's at 600, 6'3".
Yeah, 600, and then I'm sure he cropped it 2-to-1
Yeah.
probably on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he still has some decent detail on the feet,
Mhm.
decent detail on the fence.
Yeah.
The feathers are getting a little washed out, but he still has enough. There's enough
Mhm.
there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's neat. It's a nice shot. Calm amongst the chaos. 30 seconds.
High speed.
Yeah, this is neat with the green, the moss again. Just a good color.
Do you think the foreground has been brought up a little more so it wasn't so dark?
That's as big as it's going to get. And it got this little, I don't know what this is, little kelp or something right here.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
Some little piece of sea something on there.
yeah, seaweed or something. Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, it's just well done. This
Green.
is a great example of a good color photo right here, man.
Mhm.
This is-
Yeah, this is what makes it, is the green on this rock here. Yeah. Good. Okay, Jose, great egret. Bolsa Chica wetlands.
Oh, Bolsa Chica, yeah.
You familiar with where that is? Joe?
Yeah, it's if I remember right, I think that's well, that's definitely California.
Yeah. I don't
It's
know.
that might be. Well, I'm familiar with Bolsa Chica Beach.
Oh, okay. Well, this might be right. Wetlands, next to the beach or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Tags say Huntington Beach, Orange County.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
That would make
yeah,
sense.
that's where
Yeah.
it's at. Then, yeah.
Next-
I have not been. Whew, now, of course, this is only a few years ago because I must have been about 15 or 16 last time I was at Bolsa Chica.
Yeah.
I'm 27 now, so.
Yeah. Okay.
I believe you.
Look at the
Just a
color on
real
that.
Just a real mature looking 27. That's
Uh-huh.
I'm 21.
yeah, you're 20. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Joe, I'm desperate to get some of the pills you're taking.
Yeah.
I've got to adjust my glasses for my cousin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a neat one.
It is.
Nice detail on the beak. I like that. The colors. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Calm amongst the chaos 2. 64 seconds. Just enough to get the water
Man, that is great.
Blurred, yeah. You get the little bit of green under the water from this rock. The light, sun coming in on the right side.
Taking advantage of that harsh light, man. I mean,
Mhm.
you know, you just make it work for you. Fantastic.
Yep.
It is. Yeah, that's good
That
stuff.
does great because it highlights this lighter colored rock in the middle.
Yeah.
Just kind of lights it up. And the other ones, you know, not quite as much. So you kind of go dark, light, dark. Got some color in there. Yeah.
This has got to be possibly 2 photos right here. I don't know that you could.
Yeah.
You think you did too?
The bright rock in the foreground is like doesn't look right.
With this one here?
No, the next one out, the smaller one in the middle.
In the
Oh,
middle.
this one?
Yeah. That is that a shadow line going? I mean, it's perfect all around the bottom. It seems really bright. And,
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder. It could be.
Yeah, it's just well done. I like the way it's just
Oh, yeah. The end
even the
result.
light. You know, he's contrasting different textures, and then
Mhm.
even the light is
Yep.
you know, contrasting. It's not
Yeah,
going
yeah.
against like even the light. He's got different light in this.
Mhm.
it looks okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun, man. It's different. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
It's yeah, I like it.
Here we go. Squiggles.
Yeah.
Oh boy, there it is.
4/10 of a second.
Shots fired. Another frame. Look at that.
Uh-huh.
You know, bang bang.
Oh, this is wow. Wonder what
Next
this-
thing you know, there's going to be shopping carts in these things next.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you.
It probably is.
There's going to be a moon and a shopping cart.
Yeah.
in some of these.
In the background. Yeah.
Oh, for all we know, there could be a moon and a shopping cart in this
Yep.
thing. We would never know, right?
Yeah, I wonder what this is. This is interesting. Looks like, I don't know. I have no idea what this was originally.
Yeah. What would be
It
that?
was,
What
it was
would be
moving
the
as,
guess?
yeah.
Because there's a bunch of. It's got to be just like some sort of, because there's a bunch of little lights, right? So what would make lights like that? So would it be
Could be
would it
like-
also happen to be reflections off of something like little?
Highlights off of water or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Mhm.
thinking. Yeah,
Yeah. Reflection in the water somewhere.
yeah, reflection of on the water of some sort of lights reflecting back
Yeah.
on the water. And those particular spots are making those circles, and so you got,
Mhm.
you know, moving around. That's pretty cool, man.
Yep. Altered states 2. This one he's 4/10 of a second. So he's spinning the camera here.
This one's very swirly.
Yeah.
Is this where he's pulled the plug out the sink?
I think so. Well, if it is, he needs to clean a sink. That's
I feel very validated with all these photos, though, because for years I've been talking about him tossing his camera up anyway.
Mhm. Yep, here we go. He's finally taking us up on that.
Yeah.
He was secretly having lessons, Joe.
Yeah, I feel very validated right now.
Mhm. Ooh, I like this one. Ghost Nebula. Oh, it does kind of look like that. No, it kind of looks like does look like something in outer space.
Like a filter over a drawing or something, over a picture.
Yeah. Looks like a GMIG filter from one of the.
Maybe that's all he's doing. He's just putting GMIG filters over his stuff.
Yeah, he's just randomly collecting filters and building them up.
Mhm.
I wonder if this just ain't, you know, as he's waiting for the sun to come up in some of these photos, you know, there's a lot of not stuff happening.
Mhm.
And this might just be a way of breaking up all those, you know, 400-second exposures up, you know.
I know. Although he said he popped on. What was it, last week? And he was talking about it, and he said that hundreds of images trying these to get a couple that work.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, just to, to get the framing, because you're moving the camera kind of randomly, and you got to depress the shutter and hope that things
Right.
kind of frame up or get whatever it is you're trying to envision.
Well, I mean, he's just getting kind of started with it, and you know, just like shooting lightning, and there's a little luck to it.
Mhm.
But people that shoot lightning get pretty damn good at guessing.
Yeah,
Well,
kind of
so
guessing. Yeah,
That's real point and shoot stuff he's doing.
yeah. So this is 180 seconds. So he's getting this motion of the kind of the water receding.
that really calms that whole scene down. Doesn't it? Like,
It's probably like the tide's going out. It looks like maybe just in a few minutes. What you can notice the tide, difference in the level.
yeah.
But yeah, nice light there.
Or is it a stack?
Yeah, it might be.
He's very good at descriptions and titles too. That I suck at that. Talk about a weak. That is a weakness, man. I'm like, I don't know. I'll just call it,
Red flower.
yeah.
House is wrong.
Yeah. Sydney's a poet. He does more than
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, Dennis. I think his frames are might be a little nicer. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. He's more experienced.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have Wes's attempt at ICM. So you got
really?
this
Is it wet?
ICM.
It is. Look at this.
One.
Okay.
in that 0.4 of a second, f16. Okay.
I ended up having to go back and get an ND filter because I was having trouble getting slow enough shutter speeds.
Oh, okay. All right. So what time you shoot this kind of in the middle of the day or?
Right after the show last week, so like 7:30ish.
Okay. Yeah.
It stays dark here till 9:30 almost. So
Yeah. This
it
time.
stays light here until 9:30, I should say.
Yeah. We're almost getting close to 10 o'clock here as far as when it finally gets dark here.
What is it, Wes? Is it grass?
Yeah, it's just the grass in the front yard.
Right.
And did you move? Were
This
you
week,
moving across in an arc or?
Yeah, I was trying to do like an arcing sort of
Okay.
motion.
So were you standing up and like pointing right down at the grass and doing it?
Sort of out in front of me, and then so I could get like a wide arc.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, this is interesting. It reminds me of Dr. Seuss for some reason. I think Dr. Seuss when I see this.
Yeah. Good color.
Eggs.
Just the acid.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's cool because you obviously got the horizontal lines, Nat, but then
Yeah.
these vertical lines, that must be just the grass or the line, the way the grass was cut,
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't know if it's what it is.
Yeah.
It's just the light like
Mm-hmm.
reflecting off the grass or something. Yeah.
I think these in full color like they are would be very interesting depending on how you actually frame them to put on your wall. I really do. I think these would be like really in a series. Like if you were to put them in a series,
Yeah.
matted and framed, I think it would be pretty interesting.
Now, speaking of acid, wow.
Like what about in your music room or something like that? Like this acid one?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how well would this go with music, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be actually kind of a cool album art cover for like a psychedelic band or something.
I mean,
Yeah.
think about it
Is
when
this-
you're
is this a
when you're
flower?
listening. Like our latest thing, Wes, is tubes, man. We're getting into tubes, bro.
Yeah,
And
well,
just,
have you seen what these are like if you invert them?
oh,
No, I haven't tried that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that would be interesting. Yeah. Different colors.
They make it all subtractive colours, like, it may be really funky.
So is this a flower? Is that what this
Yeah,
is?
it's some orange flowers in the front there, front of the
Okay.
house.
yeah. See, this I just think, yeah, this would be because you could stare at something like this if you printed it big enough
Mhm.
and just
You do like a 20 by 30 and put
Yeah,
it up on
exactly.
the wall.
Yeah.
above your turntable with your lava lamp, and then just stare at it.
Yeah, and with your smart lights, you could change the color in your room and just listen to music and just, you know, a few
Oh, that's
beers.
cool.
And, yeah.
This is Wes describing his trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's looking up into the trees. It looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was kind of like a zoom out. I think I zoomed out on this one.
Oh.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, you're gonna get me to wanting to try this now.
Yeah. The thing about this is, you just find something, and try moving the camera around, see what happens.
Yeah, and the and the quality of your camera, nothing really matters with this, right?
No,
Like,
you just
yeah, you
gotta
can probably do this with your phone, really.
Yeah. Simi said you just got to find something that looks like it's got some colors and some light and dark, and then you just experiment with moving different kinds of movement around it.
As long as you can control the shutter speed, that's all you need to really do.
Yeah, that's all you need to do. Yeah.
0.6 of a second. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm liking it. I think it's definitely something you can do no matter where you're at and whatever the subject matter is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it might lend it. Natural subjects might lend itself better, but I don't know. You go out into like a buildings, that type of thing. That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
This is an idea.
You could shoot a puddle after a storm, and
Mhm.
it has some oil in it, and boy, you'd really get some trippy stuff out of
Yeah.
that.
Uh-huh.
Especially if you put some food coloring in it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you could put
Yeah.
food on it too. Yeah, you could.
So this looks like another flower of some kind. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it's just an avocado tree.
Oh, okay. And were you moving across again?
This was just another zoom.
Yeah,
Okay.
that looks like a zoom. Yeah, because you look
Yeah.
because you can kind of focus on what this is, and it's
Mm-hmm.
this is
Okay.
kind of this is a zoom in, no?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool. No, it's cool. I mean, it's very interesting. You can. Lots of different ways. Whoa.
This was a spin and a zoom.
A spin and a zoom. Oh.
Infrared, no?
No, it's just black and white.
Just black and white.
It could be a Picasso.
Yeah, that's interesting. He's got all these little points. So that might be where Simi was getting all those little points. Maybe that was a spin. Yeah.
This man, once you start getting into this, isolation ain't so bad, right? Because now you can look at everything again and just kind of.
Mhm.
Hell, you could do this right now where you're sitting. You could just.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just your ordinary office space that you're in right now, or wherever you're
Totally
at.
restored it. Yeah.
Just start wiggling your stuff around, shake
Mhm.
it. Just grab your camera and start twerking and see what happens.
Yeah.
Twerktography.
Photography.
And boom, hashtag. Put a hashtag
Photography.
for that and thank me later. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So this one, all right, nice little day out, morning out in the park.
Yeah, we had the photo club had a first meetup in several months out of
Oh
the
wow.
Oh, nice.
wetlands there.
How did that go? Was everybody masked? I mean, how did it go?
No, I mean it's like just an outdoor place, so people they tell you to stay 6 feet apart, and that's about it.
Okay.
Oh, cool. That's a nice one. So it looks like there's a little firefly or something in that. Is that a milkweed or something?
Yeah, it's like a milk thistle.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Yeah, 600 millimeters. There's someone's watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely at 600 millimeters.
Yeah. Well, 562. You got brave.
That's not far enough.
Did you have an extension on that? Did you have an extender? 2 times?
I was actually pretty close. I got down, got the shot, and got back up.
Yeah. He's definitely looking at you. He's like, okay,
Yeah.
just making sure I know what's going on.
Yeah. he has a line in his head. That
Mm-hmm.
You cross it, and you'll find out.
These snow egrets. Yeah. Oh, I like this with the little lily pads. Taking off, it looks like.
Oh, chasing the other one off.
Oh, chasing the other one away. Yeah. Territorial.
Yep.
thing. That's nice. Got that one nice and sharp there. Very nice. 600. Yep. Good stuff, Wes. Ooh, I like this one. Sandhill crane. Do you have a lot of them down there this time? Do they migrate in and out there? Or do you have
Yeah, they're occasionally we have a few that stick around, but they've pretty much migrated through by now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. They're big birds.
Big noisy birds.
Mhm.
Noisy, yeah. Wow.
Preening. That's neat. Flexible.
Yeah, dear God. Yeah. Because, a lot of us, if we could do that, you're divorced. I'm telling you now. Hey, that brings new meaning. Maybe that thing is pencil necked. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. This is cool.
No, juvenile moorhen.
They're so ugly, they're cute.
Yeah. Yeah. It's middle of losing his feathers there.
That's like the pug of birds right there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of cool, man. That like nature has so many different just textures and colors
Mhm.
and ways of putting these things together. You just never would guess,
Yeah,
right?
it is. It is amazing. Super. All right. So here we go, Dennis. This is all thorn
That-
Essex.
That was yesterday down by the river.
Alexa, cancel. In a van down by the river. Low tide, or is this kind of middle?
Yeah, I think the tide was going out. The boats are pointing the right way.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's going out to sea now. So
Oh, it's neat.
Yeah.
They got some nice colors there.
it's a nice day.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Nice.
boat's still there then.
Yeah, hasn't sunk again.
What's that yellow orb in the sky?
Yeah, unusual in this country.
Mhm.
Yeah. Google it.
You guys have had a lot of rain lately, huh?
Yeah, now I was just walking down one of the country lanes there, and this is what some guy's got on his fence. And
That's great. Any
Yeah.
person who omits to shut and fasten this gate is liable to a penalty not exceeding 40 shillings. Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. Now it's got to be ex-railway sign. You know what I used to put on the level crossings.
mm-hmm. That's pretty funny. I like this. That's a good sign. Not exceeding 40 shillings. So what does 40 shillings translate to in American dollars?
40 shillings. What in them days? Well, when I was a kid, people used to say, "Lend us $1," and it used to equate to 5 shillings. Is that right, cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there must have been after the Second World War $4 to a pound.
Okay.
Yeah, and a pound's 20 shillings. So there you go. That's going to cost
$8. Yeah. $8.
Yeah. And that would probably have been half a week's wages or something, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fairly.
When I was 16, I was only earning £6 a week. That's $9 a week.
Yeah, that's what being an apprentice is, slave labor.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dear God.
Wow.
Nice framing.
Yeah. So this is, James, are these older images that you redid?
Yeah, these were taken a long time ago. So with all these images, what happened was I was with the photo club. We went to a library, so there's a large room. and all the people with cameras lined up the cameras. Then we set the background up with a black cloth, so it went along the back, then along the floor. Then we put books underneath the floor part, so the model can stand on the books. So she knew her mark, and she mustn't move. Then what happened was someone would do the lights, and we had all our cameras ready to click on the bulb. So they did the lights, we clicked on the bulb, and a guy ran around the model with a light or different lights, but not being very careful not to go in front of the model. She did on the other side. So that's how they're all done.
Okay. So kind of light painting, pretty much.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Very.
Yeah. Well, you can see the guy in the back moving the light.
Oh, that's the one. You remember I told you about that, Dennis? This must be the one then.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
looks like somebody in the background moving it around.
Yeah.
87 seconds.
That's cool though.
Yeah. Taken with the Nikon D90. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long time
10 years ago. Yeah. That's neat. It's a neat idea. You got that one?
Do you like the framing?
Yeah. I think it's really good.
Took a while to figure it out, huh? It sounds like.
Yeah, this is GMIC. Once we've got GMIC working, then
But this one, if I remember, he had a bicycle wheel, so he was just turning the bike with the lights on the wheel, just turning it round. And that's how he got in circles.
That's cool.
yeah, that's good.
That's very nice. That looks like something out of like Studio 51, like 1980.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very cool though, man.
Yeah, that is. That's a nice multicolor with lines. Yeah, it's a neat idea.
Yeah, it's a great. Yeah, I like that.
See, James photographs hot chicks too, Joe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Yeah, but I set mine on fire. Look.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
no doubt. You one up me, that's for sure. Yeah. Never lit one on fire.
I must say, cousin, this is my favourite.
Okay.
It's got the best frame, huh?
Well, he was showing me how to do frames, and we downloaded that GMIC or whatever it's bloody called.
Yeah. Some pronounce it gimmick, and some of it say GMIC. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's the Jim pad on anyway.
So he had to get better than me. He said, "Send me one of your images." So I did. He came up with this one.
Yeah, I sent that one back to him. Yeah.
He did the framing on this one.
That's nice. Yeah, got the blue on the top, red on the bottom. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice. Those are interesting shots. I like those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ooh, this is nice. Must have been a rolling.
Now, Dennis and I had a combo on this one because I did the thin frame and he did a thicker one, but my one looked better. So we used this.
I had to admit his one turned out better than mine.
Yeah. Well, Dennis, I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, go say it louder.
A lot better than mine.
I can see you guys back as kids getting in the same kind of fights, probably, huh? No, that's neat. I like that. I like that. Like that's kind of very interesting.
Yeah, I reckon they come out really well. And don't forget, we was playing with these. These are all JPEGs.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Downloaded them from Zenfoto where I had them. And I didn't know where the originals were, so we just used JPEG.
Not bad.
Yeah. Well, I said, if you can find the original raw files, then you can have a field day with these.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that's neat. It's a neat idea.
Yeah, I do like the way that GMIC framing takes the colours from the photograph
Mm-hmm.
and blends them into the framing.
Yep. Yeah, it takes the colors and takes a look at where the colors are, and then
Yeah.
all automatic. Yeah, good stuff. Good images, guys. Well, this is becoming an ICF or ICM expert. I'm gonna do a little bit more of that this week. That's kind of cool. Because you don't have to go anywhere to do it. You just
Yeah, it was
walk-
fun.
walk
Fun
out
thing
that
is
door. Yeah.
waiting for the pizza to cook, and what the hell? Give it
Yeah.
a try.
Speaking of,
Mark, do they come out small? Because I'm looking at my other computer, so I can
no, I'm able
No.
to zoom in a little bit on them. Yeah,
Yeah, they're good size.
yeah, they're decent size.
Because
decent
I look
enough.
at my other laptop where I can get a full
Probably
frame.
2,000 by 3,000, something like that.
Yeah.
20 or 3,000 by 3,500, something like that. Yeah, decent size. Did you just export them as like large JPEGs, or upload them as large size JPEGs?
When I did it years ago, I can't remember.
Okay. No, there's decent size there. You could probably get you could get an 8 by 10 out of these easy as a print, maybe even like a 11 by 14 if you wanted.
Yeah, the start file JPEG was only 2.6 meg. So obviously it would have been so much better if we could have found the raw.
Yeah, you can find the raw.
Yeah.
They might still be hiding somewhere. You never know.
Yeah, he's got them somewhere. He's gonna have to go through thousands of files to find them.
Yeah. He's retired. You guys are retired. You got all the time. You just take your time, go through them.
I just say it's another Sunday.
Yeah. All right. Hey, well, I do have to close this one down. Speaking of Father's Day, I've got to talk to my dad here at 7, so we're gonna do that. But like I said, happy Father's Day, Joe,
Yeah, absolutely.
James,
Thank you.
Dennis, and I think the rest of us are not fathers, at least that we know of.
That we know of.
Yeah, willing to claim. Yeah, that's
The children that are out there of mine that I don't know about, happy Father's Day.
Yeah, I just in those paternity letters that come through.
Yeah. So, hey, and I appreciate great images, guys. I'm liking that intentional camera movement. I think that's a good way for quarantine lockdown people to get out and do something with the camera.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a
I'm
great
gonna
idea.
try some of that here this week, and
Yeah.
we'll be back here next week. So,
I'll see you guys.
appreciate
Peace
it.
out, man.
Take care, guys. Appreciate it as always. We'll see you.
See ya.
Yeah.
Later.